let's go ahead and jump into some news.
News from the world of sports.
Man, there was some major news coming out of the world of fighting the last couple days. The UFC has changed the game, in my opinion, and how you're going to be viewing your fighting. This is a revolutionary idea here, man. So if you haven't heard, the UFC made a huge deal with Paramount, making Paramount Plus the new home for the UFC starting in 2026. The deal is estimated to be about $7.7 billion. That's right, with a B, dollars. And the big news for fight fans is that they're also dropping the pay-per-view format, meaning your subscription to Paramount Plus will include 13 marquee numbered events, such as UFC 19, 319, UFC 320, whenever that comes around, wherever they're at that point, and 30 fight nights with some fights airing on CBS. Man, this is insane right now. BC, what's your thoughts on this one, and is this the new wave for the cable cutting?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And it's something that's been happening for a long time. A lot of companies now are moving towards streaming, and this, in terms of sports, especially combat sports, it's going to be big. This is basically throwing, igniting a fuse. It's basically little small fire that's been burning for a while. Now you just dropped a whole bunch of dynamite on it. It's going to blow the doors off, I think, of a lot of streaming and how it's done. The only thing that upsets me is I got to now research to see if Paramount is covered under my employee stuff at Universal, because I really want to get access to this stuff for free. But we'll TBD on that one for sure. But yeah, this is definitely big, and for UFC, TKO, if we can maybe bring WWE along with that too. I'm just saying it's the same. It's TKO.
Well, WWE is making a deal. I think the big thing that happened was WWE is making a deal with ESPN, and I think the ESPN
going that direction. ESPN has his hands in everything.
I know. Yeah. It's just the thing where it's like I wish they could have brought WWE along with it, especially if I can get all this stuff for free, because I don't get ESPN for free with Universal. Maybe my wife does with Disney. I don't know. That's topics for other days. But for UFC specifically, though, this is big. For sports streaming, it's huge.
Yeah, G-Mike, man, what's your thoughts on this one, dude? This is big, and I love the fact of like the no pay-per-view system. I think that's huge.
Yeah, definitely. It's huge for the UFC, and it's amazing for the UFC fans, man. I mean, the deal is just positive on both sides. For the fans, you're going to be getting your main events, your fights, even fight night on an easier way to access it. Go to Paramount Plus, and I think it's going to probably be like, $17 a month for Paramount Plus when this whole deal comes together. So it's not going to, obviously, it's not super cheap, but it's not super expensive either. But it helps out the fans where, you don't have to go, when it comes to fight night, damn, now I got to get pay-per-view and I got to get this all set up and boom, boom, boom. No, I already have the Paramount Plus. It has a whole bunch of shows and movies. And on top of that, you have some UFC fights that are going to come along with it. And then with the UFC, is great for their money-making progress, because with pay-per-view, sometimes you don't really know how much you're going to make with each fighter and what card, right? Obviously, if it was Conor McGregor, John Jones, you're going to get a million, more than millions, and you're going to make a lot of bread just because of their names and their likeness. But with other fighters that people don't really know, and they're the top of the card, they're the main event, sometimes you're going to lose a lot of money there. With this, you for sure make $1.1 billion per year. So that's set in stone money right there. That's great money for the UFC. Maybe for the fighters, it won't be as great, but I think it's going to later down the line in another year or two, they're probably going to do some modifications to this contract and stuff so they could get more money for the fighters. But I think this is going to bring more eyes to people out there that don't know about the UFC, don't watch the UFC on a regular basis like us, and it's gonna open their eyes to them, and it's gonna bring them to the light.
Yep.
Well, to piggyback off what you're saying, that is actually one of the advantages of this new deal is for the fighters. And the fighters are going to receive higher pay rates and bonuses, such as knockout of the night, submission of the night. But overall, their contracts, the average rate is going to go up dramatically, according to Dana White. Right now, I didn't realize this. Right now, the average fighter is making about $15K for a fight and about $15K for a win. That's really not that much money until you get to like the John Jones or the Conor McGregors of the world, where you're not really making that headlining big money right there. So this is going to be a big thing for them to going up. And so the fact of, for the fans, that you're going to have one central location for the pay-per-views, and it's going to be one covered rate. And I think that is great because let's face it, I mean, a lot of times people would have to try to find alternate routines to do this, whether it's bootlegging, and they're going to miss out. Why not have everybody's going to get the same subscription? They're going to be able to use this, and you won't have to do that. And you won't have to go to one location. And the great thing is, too, as I've heard, is that UFC has announced that they're planning on bringing Joe Rogan and the normal crew that you've gotten so used to listening to, and the staff and everything that they've been doing is supposed to be coming with them with this deal. So it won't be brand new people that you'd never heard of or anything like that. So I think overall for UFC, for the fighters, for the fans, this is extravagant news. This is huge news, and I think it's a long time been coming. Especially, I'm happy for the fighters to finally get some respect and money that they should be getting. That's why a lot of these guys turn to boxing, because boxing one fight could pay out more than like they'll make in their entire UFC career times 4. So it's going to be good to see these guys actually get some money and make it easier for the fans.